Welcome to What America's Thinking for Tuesday, July 16th. I'm Jamal Simmons. Before we jump into today's top line, first some background. A federal court last week ruled that the president couldn't block Twitter followers that he didn't like. In other words, the trolls get to stay. The reasoning is simple. Mr. Trump is a public figure, and Twitter is part of the public record. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is being sued by two people who say they criticized her on Twitter and were then blocked from her account. The Congresswoman from New York has more than 4.7 million followers on the platform. So one of the Twitter users who is suing AOC tweeted, "Trump is not allowed to block people. Will the standards apply equally?" So with that in mind, we wondered what Americans think about this whole thing. Do you consider the Twitter accounts of elected officials to be personal, where they can block followers, or are they official and part of the public record, so followers can't be blocked? Let's see what our Hill Harris X Daily poll found out. Here's what we found. A plurality, 47% of Americans think the Twitter accounts of elected officials are part of their public record, and they cannot block followers. 29% said they should be considered personal accounts where they can block followers. Almost a quarter of voters just aren't sure, and I wonder how many of you just really don't care. You know, we like to look at these things by parties. Let's take that breakdown. A majority of Democrats believe elected officials on Twitter shouldn't be allowed to block their followers. Almost half of independents side with the Dems. But GOP voters are more likely to think Twitter accounts of elected officials should be considered personal, where they can block followers. I wonder why. If President Trump is banned from blocking his critics, should the same reasoning extend to other elected officials who use Twitter to communicate with their voters? More Americans seem to think so than not. Okay, that's it for today. I want you to come back tomorrow when we'll find out America's views on adding a citizenship question to the U.S. Census. You can also catch more of What America's Thinking and other great content from Hill TV, like our new news show, Whisk. You can catch it on YouTube by subscribing to the Hill's YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted. I'm Jamal Simmons. You can find more of my work here on Hill TV or at Jamal Simmons on Twitter, at Will Jamal Simmons on Facebook and Instagram. Now we know what America's thinking, and we'll see you next time.